Hello everyone, welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. And today, we are going to fucking finally finish the Lunar New Year and 1.5 anniversary event for Path to Nowhere Ode to Sun. For the goddamn sake, please let it be the last part. I want to know the fucking end of this event. And yeah, it's fine, Bio, I'm happy that you found the title funny. And it's fine if you can't just stay, it's perfectly okay. But yeah, today we're finishing this goddamn event, which is actually like really fucking good. Once again, it's a huge confrontation between modernity and traditions, mythology and just science, etc. It's like the content is really interesting, and for goddamn sake, please, Aisno, let us have a fucking kid without please let us get a fucking happy kid without watching her dreams being burned down to the ground. For goddamn sake.
If you let me out,
Can't you just let these kids be happy? I don't know. They just deserve it. For the love of God. I'm just quickly doing my dailies at the same time. That way I just gain some more time, you know. And it's not like it's going to take a long time, and after all. Just allow me to do my shenanigans, and then it'll be all a Gucci. Here up, and we're just getting all the golds. And okay, done and dusted, and it is now time for us to dive right back into Ode to Sun and to check out the last part of the event. I started to... Holy fuck, I started to get really fucking scared. I was like, are you fucking serious? Do I really not have any fucking access to this god-forsaken fucking last part of this event? Okay, no, it's fine. It's working. It's working just fine. It's working just fine, I say it. Oh my god. So, yeah. What happened last time? Basically, the Sunshot failed to kill the Apostle of Ashes. It was revealed that Yao, basically Yao, like the last great seer, Yao, and who was actually named Su. Sue, Sue. The pronunciation should be Sue, but hey. Pronounce it Shu, I don't know why. Sue was like an old friend of Turo, and she basically sacrificed herself to control, to take control, to try to overtake the Apostle of Ashes, and this led to dissensions between Istia and DisCity's envoys, and that motherfucker should be really fucking thrown into the DisCity. Both Paradisos and that motherfucker should be thrown to the fucking DisCity. I swear to God. Yan Yan, Yan Yan saw her fucking dreams die, and her self-esteem and shit like that. So, poor fucking kid. And because of that, the Apostle of Ashes managed to escape the restraints from the coalition of the citizens and Istia, And now every single black ring managed to manifest itself like the BR002, BR003, and BR004 managed to light themselves up. And just like according to the myth, and now we kind of got everything we needed from every single like the thing is, what we did in the first part was like Yan Yan basically interpreted the myth of the Ode to Sun well, but she did it too early, meaning that and that's why the Sun Shot wasn't effective. In fact, they needed the Sun Crow to basically just go berserk to start running havoc in this city for every single for every single black ring to awaken, and thus show up their whole potential of the different elements they needed for the Sun Shot. Now I think we're going to have like, I don't know, 5, 6, maybe 6 nodes we'll complete, and we'll finally put an end to the Sun Crow, to Sun, myth are inherently fictitious. Then why are they able to bring true strength to man?
Don't
Let's
run
go.
around. If something bad happens, I can't save you.
In the uninhabited parts of White Sands on the border of DisCity, the envoys are regrouping after evading all of their pursuers. From this position, they happen to be able to get a full view of this city. Under the calamity, the most prosperous city is now enduring new trials.
Despite the despicable minority, most people there are innocent. They shouldn't have to suffer this kind of catastrophe. No one should.
There's nothing more they can do now. This is the 3rd time they've witnessed the fall of a city. Perhaps they should have gotten used to these tragedies, their own powerlessness and resignation to this grievance.
The almighty bow is gone, and Shi has become that thing we saw. Since the people of DisCity don't believe in myths, the myths have no power to save them. We have no more reason to stay. It's time to go.
But the thing is, since Chief Shackle is kind of tied to the DC, well, maybe the Chief by herself can tap into the power of the DC and to channel the myth. That's the thing, in the distance, they can see the densely packed army and armor gathering in the DC. This time, Radaesus is utilizing firepower several times stronger than in the Sunshot operation.
Let's hear from the seer, Yan Yan. Shall we go?
She looks at the girl sitting with her arms around her knees, gazing into the distance. She doesn't look back at Turo.
You're a liar, Duro.
Yan Yan sits alone. Turo has already used her ability to reduce her fever. The girl still looks sullen with red eyes.
You knew all along that the Sunshot would fail. If you had told us earlier... I'm sorry. I'll admit I tell lies pretty often. But when it comes to the truth about the myth and whether the Sunshot is real, no one could be sure until the very last moment. If it weren't for your continuous efforts, I wouldn't have been able to weed out the obstruction and prove my guess. Sorry it took me so long to decode everything. You see, I don't know all the things in the world after all. Will you forgive me?
She squats down, takes Yan Yan's hand, and pats her head. Girl's eyes turn red. I mean, yeah, like Yan Yan deserves some fucking hugs. Like she's just a fucking kid.
Will this city really be ruined by the Sun Crow? Just like Sunset Town and many other cities in Eastia? Can't we do something more for them? Must we go now?
Even if this place isn't our homeland, even if many here mock you, you still want to help them?
I do! This place is also the home of those reliable big guys in white armor. Those helpful folks at the Drifter camp. The old man at the Rust who told me about the future of the amusement park. And Chief who accompanied me everywhere.
She's a good kid. Fucking hell,
Not
hug
just
her.
them. There are so many people here striving to live. Just like in Sunset Town and Eastia. We've suffered that kind of torment ourselves. That's why we want to stop the Sun Crow. To prevent it from harming others. We came all this way here for this, didn't we?
She's a really good kid. Slowly, the girl stops crying. Her voice becomes more determined.
You said that the Seer of the Sunshot must have a strong faith to lead more people and wield greater power. Then, I believe DisCity will not be burned down. There must be new sacred signs. No, there must still be something I can do. I'm a full-fledged seer now. I will never run away from catastrophe. From those who need me.
The purest girl there, fuck's sake! Purest child! No! Having heard Yan Yan's speech, Turo falls silent for a moment, then turns to look at the other envoys.
What do we do, Ambassador? Our little great seer here doesn't want to give up just yet. And I must say, she's got a point.
You've been the one reluctant to give up this whole time, Scholar.
After all, we've all experienced that kind of desperate situation 7 years ago. As long as there's a glimmer of hope, we'll cling to it and never let go.
I don't get you. One moment, you call the myth a placebo and a lie. The next, you're suddenly its believer, and even hope for the elusive miracles. You knew the chance of success was slim, yet you still joined the delegation to come here. You used to be an open book, but now you're a mystery.
I think having to put down, in a way, having to put down her own friend cannot change her. Like, I think this kind of shit would probably change anyone, everyone.
I don't deny the power of the myth. And I haven't really changed. Besides, you and I may have different views, but we've been fighting side by side for 7 years now. What's a small disagreement to us?
The two old friends exchange a smile.
You're right. Let's get started then. We have only ourselves to blame for always putting our faith in you.
This you have time to bicker, you know?
The Sun Crow has invaded Yan Yan's mind before. Which means I can now catch its tail through channeling. It won't be easy, but I'll conduct the sorcery and help everyone catch it again.
Are you sure about that, Yan Yan? The last time that happened, you kinda got possessed, you know? Yan Yan retreats to Turo's side and sits cross-legged, activating her ability. The spell she's chanting tentatively is none other than the one that bolsters the Sunshot sorcery.
It was a long journey to come here. Of course, we can't give up so easily.
Turo smiles and knows they need no more persuasion. She waves the incense burner, infusing powerful energy into the sorcery, connecting it to the Sun Crow.
Yes. No one could be sure until the very last moment.
Sorcery works. Radazzo's armor has also spotted the Sun Crew's weakness, aiming and firing in unison. Battle resumes. Why there's so many fucking... You know what? You know what? I'm just going to I'm just going to make a tank. I'm just going to make a fucking fortress.
I must take this seriously now.
What's my Yao? There she is.
Turn into ashes.
I have a fucking tank there. You ain't passing that. You ain't getting through that wall, that bunker, that block. I mean, the enemies are like severely underleveled, so yeah, like I'm not surprised that.
All done.
Like it's not something that I expect these levels to manage to pass through. I think my sinners are like really fucking strong. The only problem with this strategy is that I have to like just... It's taking a lot longer for me to just kill them all because I need to wait for him to walk to my fortress.
The Sun Crow is drawing close to DisCity. Its power is growing stronger. The sorcery is barely holding up.
I can still go on. Hold on. I can definitely catch it.
How old is Yan Yan? Like girl, you don't have to be like the fucking chief and like lose yourself in fucking self-sacrifice. The green light of the sorcery flickers unsteadily, as if the distant heat binding the Sun Crow has traveled here. The casters all turn pale and are sweating profusely. Several sealers are about to collapse. And what saves them at the critical moment is the scholar's gentle smoke. Turo gives them a lukewarm smile. Bolstering the sorcery while healing the seers is no easy task, and she can't afford to be distracted. Yet, she can't help but recall someone's question in her mind. They don't believe in myth and worship no gods. Why come with them? For all these years, now is finally her turn to be questioned. She knows their differences are hard to overcome, that the lies will eventually be exposed, and that no one can escape the truth and the suffering. Everything is hard. She finally begins to feel somewhat powerless, her strength being drained bit by bit. The smoke has cleared. She's a bit unsteady on her feet, her body probably falling backward. Her vision is blurring and blacking out. Even at this moment, she doesn't panic.
I do believe. Since then, or even earlier, I've never stopped believing.
Just depends on where you put your faith. In places she can't see, must still be someone.
You are...
Huh? Yan Yan? Something cold touches her forehead, and Turo opens her eyes, feeling she hasn't fainted for long. She hasn't fallen to the ground, but is carefully supported by someone. Chief! She hears a familiar yet slightly tired voice behind her. Turuo doesn't need to look to know who it is. Hi. But you, I don't think you get to tease me anymore. Why push yourself so hard? Realizing this is not a dream, Turuo smiles.
I mean, I've been under some bad influence.
I mean, there's so much sexual tension between these two, you know? I mean, there's always so much sexual tension between the fucking sinners and Chief. Like, no wonder Chief is like considered to be every single sinner's fucking sub. Covenant, facing the crisis, Chief is determined to go with the plan.
I've already seen through you. Save
She
me
got
from
everything.
Struggle and surrender.
Under the leadership of the MBCC's chief, the medical team quickly arrived to support the Eastern delegation. The sorcery was temporarily lifted and the Sun Crow's power got stronger, but according to news from the FAC's DisCity frontline, losses have been within the manageable range so far. The FAC seems to have given up on confronting the Sun Crow head-on and switched to a more roundabout tactic to wear it down. They seem to be trying to conserve resources, or waiting for some kind of turning point.
The FAC's strategy has changed. This isn't something the Little Triangle would order. Dear Chief, what have you done?
Chief ordered it.
Are you serious? Are you sure now is the best time to...
February 6th, NF114. Time left until the second Apostle interception. 4 hours and 20 minutes. Under the scorching sun, the troops are only a dozen kilometers away from the Apostle. Upon hearing your plan, all the soldiers' expressions turn heavy. Gotta reiterate the proposal. The almighty bow produced by the Asians has been rendered useless, but I and a few FAC soldiers watched and assisted with the entire crafting process. I want to make another bow with the same effect as soon as possible, and for that I require your assistance. This should not take up much manpower from the main battlefield.
Eastia's plan has already failed. They are also suspected of espionage, threatening the city's security and other crimes. We can't trust any documents they've left behind.
And what if they are our own documents? You don't have to believe me. Just believe in yourselves. All I'm doing is offering you guys a little help. We present a brand new report.
That's...
A summary of the MBCC's reports on the bow crafting mission, an analysis of the materials by the Ring Research Institute, and the decoded texts of the document left by the Eastern scholar Turuo. We don't have to blindly believe in that myth, but note that this city has its own history, scholars, and heroes too. We turn to the FAC troops who have been through countless battles with the Black Rings, with the disasters, and with their own weakness and fear. We already faced 2 Black Rings, like, we've all experienced those unusual phenomena in the Black Rings together. The myth may sound far-fetched, but we can't deny the things that have actually happened. If you need evidence, the Ring Research Institute has preliminarily confirmed that the principle behind the power of the bow and the birth of the Apostle of Ashes is the same. In both cases, the power originates from the collective will. And be confident about one thing: the destruction of the 3 Black Rings and the century-long peace in this city have all been a result of your hard work and courage. I believe such willpower exists in this city too.
I see. If that's what you advise, Chief.
Oh. So the Honorable Chief went to my room and picked up my files.
Oh, come on, stop the teasing.
glad those messy notes could be of help. Your argument is very persuasive. You're an expert in combating the Black Rings, after all.
I mean, we already dove into like, I think 3 Black Rings already. Some of it was made up though. The 9th Agency has a few contacts in the Ring Research Institute. They got me some help. But that wasn't enough to convince the Paradisers. I had to add, these are the Eastern secrets I've painstakingly decoded. Those old men in Paradisers were tempted right away.
You've gotten a lot better at lying. You fooled even me.
Like teacher, student. The smile shows on her face.
The special squad will split into 2 groups to head to the ruins of BR-002 and BR-001. Your goal is clear. Find and prepare the materials as fast as you can and bring them back to Chief. Everyone else, head to the DisCity and intercept the Apostle of Ashes. The goal is to hold it off and buy time for Chief. I have no more lectures to give. She's defeated all 3 problematic Black Rings with the FAC. She has always stood with us and fought with her life next to us. She has the FAC's trust.
Chief beat the GOAT!
Let's look forward to what new possibilities she will bring us again. It's not the first time, after all.
Now, move out!
Again, let's make a block. Let's make a huge ass block. I'm just going to use Shalom and Langley there. Oh, what a sign! Well, it's going to die super fast, I guess.
The smoke has risen. Now,
It's dead already.
head out.
Is this all for real?
Did I also in the past?
In time to perform the sun shot. 10 suns hang in the sky. The Sun Crew has attacked. Following an unexpected course of events, everyone gathers once again on the battlefield of the sun shot.
Time for a vacation?
It doesn't take long to return to the front. It doesn't take long to return to the front line from the White Sands border, but you take a detour to avoid surveillance. This way, you won't have to waste time explaining to the higher-ups. That's what happened, basically. The FAC retrieved the materials again. Yan Yan and the envoys worked hard to patch up the sorcery. The Ring Research Institute also set up resonance devices all over the city. Time's not on our side, so the product is roughly only 40% of the original effectiveness. As this city's first attempt at the bow, well, we did our best.
So, what will you do next?
Time to unleash
Come
the
help us
shackle.
prepare for the second sunshot. And let Yan Yan have another try?
Turo turns around to see you come out. Turo turns around to see you come out of the makeshift changing room. Having just changed into the special Eastern Sunshot attire, her face seems to say, "Oh." That teasing smile always gives you the shivers. I didn't ask for the spotlight. I've tried both Yan Yan and the FAC, but they've all refused. And yet they want the ritual to look authentic. Why don't you do it? You were the one holding the bow 7 years ago, right?
Sorry. I've spent too much time buried in the books.
Oh, that fucking fox! That goddamn liar! Classic Turo. You used to find such detachment cold and aloof, but now you can somehow feel the calm trust in her ever-poised smile. That is the bow. You grab the DisCity-made Sunshot bow. The moment you pull the bow, the flames shooting out of it scorch your body. You hear an indistinct voice. Are you confident you can do it? It's hard to say. Though you have never been to Istia or lived those times, you don't understand those embedded emotions. You believe that even if you fail, the city will withstand this trial somehow. Not just this time, you've witnessed so much all along. As you draw the bow, scenes flash across your mind. The soldiers who stood in front of you, the weak ones who helped each other up after being abandoned, the companions who always trusted and followed you in desperate situations, and those who have never seen you but sing the praises of your stories. The story of this incident spreads to other places. I'm sure many would just laugh it off as some exaggerated tale. It probably sounds less intriguing than the Hypercube cult. These are the memories we've truly lived in the city. If the almighty bow allows it, I won't mind recounting them personally.
Congratulations. You gave the right answer.
She comes to your side and takes your hand, helping you lift the almighty bow light as a feather, yet heavy as a steel.
Don't rush. This is Istia's special archery ritual. Sha never taught you this in your dreams, did she?
I'm sorry, how do you not, I'm sorry, how do you not want the ship? How do you not want that? How? Like these two are fucking, these two are fucking, like, I am pretty sure I'll be able to find some spicy fanfics of these two in the next in a few days on Archive of Our Own. Like, in the name of our Lord Prosidi. Oh, they're fucking.
No worries. I'm here. I'll teach you.
And also this illustration, god damn, this illustration fucks.
You are very smart. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it right away. Lower your shoulders. Open up your chest. Use your back muscles and keep your arms level. Just like this.
She lifts your arms and surrounds you with her smoke, helping you suppress the sinister fire spilling out of the bow and the chaotic whispers from all over this city.
Next, listen carefully.
Time to go into a meditating state. In the darkness, the world suddenly quiets down. The noise of the borders stands sandstorm, and those inexplicable whispers all fade away. The bowstring suppresses the mania, and the bow trembles as familiar figures emerge in your mind.
The equipment is fused again. We can't man the gap now. The apostles will soon.
The soldier cries out as his hypercube shield shatters. Just as the monster is about to pounce on him, a large shield lands before him firmly.
Sir! I got this. Go fix the equipment or find a backup. Hurry!
But
The officer dawdles no more and turns to charge at the next monster. In the flurry of the battlefield, he doesn't notice a new threat approaching from the side. The patterned green light shining down from above clears the threat beside him. The soldier instantly recognizes who has helped him.
it's the Eastian sorcery.
Like I need their help.
Sundre everywhere!
Yan Yan, leave this to us. Don't overexert yourself.
It's okay. I can hold on. It's my turn to support everyone now.
The bravest kid! Syndicants gather in squares everywhere, looking up at the sky with anxious hearts, filled with unfounded hope. At the rust, scavengers sit together and pray softly, Even in East Side, hurried passerby halt their steps. You all hear it.
What do you hear?
The echoes continue as more and more people flash past your memory. Gradually, you begin to hear vague shouts, the sparse voices drawing closer and growing more unified. This is a fucking spirit bomb. This is a fucking spirit bomb attack. And it's so fucking cool! I hear, do you hear? People are afraid of panicking. But they also want to survive the calamity. The simplest wish becomes the unbreakable myth that crosses mountains and seas. Speaking of which, for someone who doesn't believe in the myth, they're quite enthusiastic about drawing the bow each time. She chuckles.
Beneath the lies, what I believe has never changed.
I'm starting to like it. I like Turo a lot. Like, she's a believer. Like, she's a believer, but even though she wants to bring it to get like, she wants to make sense of her beliefs, of her faith. Like, in a way, like, I know I'm Project Moon. Like my brain has been like completely rotted by Project Moon's lore, but like in a way, she's like Hogma. Like if you guys don't know, Hogma's like was basically made using the brain of Benjamin, a scientist who basically was a founder of the Lobotomy Corporation. He was basically made using Benjamin's brain, and in Library of Ruina, Hogma is tied to the flow of religion. And the one he has faith in is Ain. The one who basically, like the one founder of the library, and Angela's basically father. So here's the thing. They both want to make sense of their faith, even though at the end of the day, they undoubtedly believe. That's what's so cool about these characters. Under the joint attack of Istia and the FAC, the enraged Suncrow spreads its wings, assuming an offensive posture. At that moment, you feel the arrow on the bow tremble slightly. A flame not belonging to the Suncrow flows like an invisible hand brushing over the arrow. Suddenly, the bowstring feels less taut and no longer hurts your hand.
Perfect. It's all ready now. Come on, hero.
It's Sue's power. Fuse it with the shackle. The moment you let go, this arrow mixed with flames. Your shackles, and the healing smoke soars as if alive. The fletching draws a long rainbow in the air, instantly leaving your sight, but you are certain it will hit its mark. With the music, it's so good. The arrow is propelled by undying fire in the gaze of every soldier and every citizen holding their small hope, and it hits the chest of the Suncrow precisely. It's a music full of hope. It's so good. The Suncrow lets out a painful roar, attempting once more to swallow the arrow with its body as it did once before. However, the moment the arrow sinks into its chest, flames burst forth from the wound, burning and tearing its disguise from the inside out. The burning feathers spill away from its body layer by layer, merging with the countless suns in the sky before splitting off again, finally settling in the form prophesied by the mural. Everyone sees it. A blurry figure flashing across 10 suns. The Great Seer. The flash of the great, like, the flashing vision of the Great Seer. Ah, it's so good! The story, I love the storytelling in Path to Nowhere. Like, it's the sort of figure of a mere human, where it may well be an everlasting simple prayer. The lie left behind 7 years ago has now crossed thousands of miles, once again transforming into a sword that pierces the chest of the calamity. You know that now is the moment.
I'll relieve them of pain.
Bring in them! Oh yeah, gotta stop the
Solar fire! Solar fire!
burn down! And I perform the sun shot. Be it the myth from Istia or the technology DisCity takes pride in, these are all stories of repeated victories over calamities or miracles of humanity's ability to flourish again in the apocalypse. It's the history of all the humans who overcome the impossible. Everything is set in stone now. Sinners who were affected by the shackles and suffering from the mania fever all recover. The aftermath of the tide of ashes in the city is quickly cleaned up.
The fever these past few days felt like a dream. The shackles were burning hot. Did something happen to little Clapper?
Oma! Oma, my most beautiful kid! Like, please let me hug you! Like, I want to give a hug to this little ball of adorableness!
I heard from the folks at Drifter Camp that I missed out on a lot of exciting things.
Please, Omo, I need you to meet the Eastern delegation. You'd be such a good friend with Yan Yan.
Yes. My best cool cars, Little Clapper, got a job behind our backs. Went to shoot some exotic, epic fantasy film.
Yay! I'm sorry, but Dylan is like, oh my god, I love this woman. She's so
Despite
gorgeous.
some hitches, it probably wrapped up smoothly in the end.
They do have
What?
trust in
She
us.
left behind Elmo's back and shot an epic film? No way! She can't possibly make anything good without my best cool car's great director.
She'll have plenty of help from the rest of the crew.
Fine. Congratulations, I guess.
Let me headbutt this girl.
But it surely can't be Ao's amazing film. I'll catch her next time and show her what a true masterpiece looks like.
I have a huge smile on my face right now, guys. Like, seeing Oa makes me happy. She's such an adorable ball of energy. She's so cute. With the sun crossed fall, the three calamities ended, and the bow's materials soon fell apart with the last sun shot. However, the data collected in the process has been well preserved and remains invaluable research material.
I did it! Although it wasn't Yan Yan who performed the sunshot, the 10 suns didn't return, and the Sun Crow was defeated!
You did it, Yan Yan!
Great Seer! Grandma! Yan Yan did it! We didn't let everyone down!
And yup, that's one hell of a sneeze. Did she
catch
gotta
a
call the-
cold after the temperature fell back down?
Yep.
If you require medical care,
Nightingale being the fucking mom again.
No, don't worry about me, Adjutant Nightingale. I'm fine, really.
I love her.
Is everything okay in the city? Uncle Greta at the Drifter Camp and the old man at the Rest, are they all safe now? It was such a huge disaster. I'm really worried about them.
Should be fine.
damage assessment is still ongoing. But for now, everything is fine. If you're so worried, why not head back to the Bureau and give them a call?
You want to stay, Yan Yan? You're welcome.
Thank
Up
you
in
for
arms.
your assistance these past few days.
Don't mention it. You helped save DisCity. And given your physique, I imagine it was indeed not easy for you to travel all the way here.
Do you really have to diss them? Oh, come on. The tension is still there. The Eastern Alliance and DisCity have resumed discussions to evaluate various details in the Sun Crow Apostle operation. Their relations remain tense, with both sides sticking to the guns on technical intelligence security issues. Despite that, communication channels have been established, trade and shipping are gradually resuming, and exchanges between Eastians and Dis citizens are thriving. The public is optimistic about the future development between the two states.
Alright. The Eastian sorcery is indeed powerful. Thanks to you, the FAC saved not just hypercubes, but also many precious lives of our soldiers. I owe you my thanks.
No. It's me who should be grateful. Thank you for fighting hard to defeat the Sun Crow and fulfilling our long-held wish.
The leader in white armor extends his hand.
We're all victims of mania. When you get a chance, come to DisCity again so we can exchange our experiences.
Certainly.
Let's go! Peace! Collaboration! And fuck you, Paradisos and DisCity representative.
Those outland spies. Why would Paradisos allow that chief to act so recklessly? This will only complicate things.
Fucking politician.
Because the one assessing the risks isn't you, it's the Ninth Agency.
Fuck you goddamn representative. And thank you, Mommy Langley, for helping us.
Rest assured, Representative. We are the pros of monitoring suspicious individuals and eliminating threats to the city. If needed, we'll be watching you, too.
Thank you! Throw him into the sea! Throw him into the fire! He smiles and tips his hat to the representative before taking a step back into the darkness. On the screen, you and Turo are still being monitored. The flames near the battlefield have died out, leaving only the lingering Crete smoke. You and Turo support each other, making your way through the rubble of the ruins.
Can you still feel it?
On the other end of the shackles, the heat and madness have vanished. Finally, the long mist peace is back. It makes you feel a bit melancholic. For nothing. She served as a container for the sealed Sun Crow for so long, but not a sliver of her consciousness was left behind. Fierce battle also temporarily cleared the threats that used to roam this sea, dragging your weary bodies. You trudge over the rubble, searching every piece of debris burnt by the Sun Crow with a faint hope. Finally, you reach the center of the battlefield. It's a vast expanse of empty, scorched earth. Sun Crow didn't leave behind a single feather or any trace of remains. Turo bends down to feel the residual warmth of the earth left by the fire.
You're gone. Well, it's for the best. I don't even know how else to express my gratitude to you. Look. The sun is about to set. The Great Seer's Lie has come to the perfect end.
such a good event. Like, the only thing I have against this event is that, like, the story is time-gated. The only thing that I would voice about this event is the fact that it was a 3-parter and each part was... Sorry, time-gated. That's the only thing I have against this event. It's just such a good one. Both Turo and Chief, like, performing the sun shot. Such peak cinema, you know. Anything about Yao?
Is this the... Found it!
Let's go! Yo! Yo! Yo's there!
I'm still a professional.
And these are for the these are basically the things used for interrogation. They're basically the thing is used to interrogate Turo.
Whenever I'm lost in...
Like, I'm pretty sure that's it. Turo, Yan Yan, and Yao. Wait, Doko. Okay, Yao's there. Oh my god, that's such a sick. That's such a sick writing. Like the way she wrote her name, like in embedded fire on her card. It's so good. And then there's Turo. And then Yan Yan. I'm pretty sure Yan Yan has one too. Why are you Yan Yan? Yan Yan Doko. Yep, there she is. There she is, the little Yan Yan. But yeah, I know it was a short stream. I know today was a short stream, but this is going to be all for today's stream. Like this is going to conclude our Path to Nowhere or to Sun stream series. Man, it was just so good. The emotions, the relationship between Sue and Turo and the Chief, and even Chief and Yan Yan, and even like between the Eastern envoys and the citizens and the FAC agents was such a great event. Like, and in terms of narrative, it's so good. The illustrations were so gorgeous, and on top of that, I really loved the whole mythical aspect of the story. And in terms of emotions, holy fuck, I was heartbroken when like Yan Yan saw her sunshot fail. It was just, or when she failed to talk to the divine Lord. But oh my god, it was just such a great thing. But yeah, this is going to be all for today's stream. It was a short one, you know, but hey, I mean, it was good, but it was just so good. But yeah, this is going to be also for today's stream. Hope you guys enjoy yourself, you guys had fun, and yeah, I have to say see you next time. Bye bye boys.